Reaction. Reaction. Well, I guess I better shut that off. Why are you doing that though? Hit that so we'll get that. Turn you off. Let me turn so you're kind of looking at me. We're just going over here. That could work. Yeah, I don't even have my my mics. Do I have my mics? Oh Lord, we don't know where those mics are. Oh boo hoo. We don't know where those mics are at. I guess I'm just gonna have to enunciate. This will be reaction. A reaction video to the Tyreek Hill ordeal over the window. First I gotta say, I'm looking directly into you. My last video, it was titled, Am I a Republican? And with that video, because I gotta order some more stuff. With that video, I was letting people know that even though a lot of my views align conservative, a lot of my views are conservative. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a Republican, because I think two are completely different. So when I'm speaking on this, it's gonna seem like I'm a conservative because I'm reacting to this, but in actuality, I was one of those guys. Conservatives are gonna hate me for this. That said, defund the police. I'm not there yet. Like I said, I believe in welfare, not there yet. I believe in a higher minimum wage, not there yet. I believe in capitalism. It works, but I think it exploits workers. So not there yet. And also, let me let you know, I went to the BLM protest. I went to Occupy Wall Street. I went to a lot of these stuffs that would not allow, that would probably have Republicans like kick me out. But you do what you do. Even before I start this, let me tell you a little bit of a story about my one time here getting pulled over by the police. Being pulled over by the police. I was driving one of my hard drives to FedEx, right? I was driving one of my hard drives to FedEx, and I got pulled over by a cop. That doesn't matter, but he was a black cop, and so he was just very aggressive off the bat. Maybe in this video, maybe my attitude somehow. But anyway, so I'm driving, and I was just kind of letting him know, hey, I'm here. Basically, I don't care who you are, and that's basically who they are. It's going to seem like I'm a hypocrite when I'm talking about the one that I'm getting ready to watch here. But I'm saying that because it's like I can think that they're both different. I'm a defund the police guy. I don't think you need $1 billion to run a police. I don't think you need cars, tanks, and this. But I don't think you should cripple the police. And I feel like a lot of times if you do that, the police says, "Oh, you're crippling me." But also in this case, I think that there's some things. I know we're all arrogant, but in myself included. But there's some things that I think that people do that that have them questioned. I don't know how long I've been going. Maybe I should have kept a timer, but we'll see if we can even probably try to figure this out. So we're gonna go press here. Hopefully you can see me press, and we're gonna start this. This is Mike Greenberg from ESPN. First reaction. It's gonna be horrible.
Miami on Sunday. Police yesterday released body camera footage of Dolphins star receiver Tyreek Hill being pulled from his car and forced to the pavement after he was pulled over on his way to Hard Rock Stadium.
I also
say that Hill was speeding and driving recklessly.
I also think it doesn't justify, even if people are talking to you kind of crazy, it doesn't justify what they did. Let me get that out there as well. So let's continue.
On his way to Sunday's game against the Jaguars. Miami-Dade County Police released 105 minutes and 33 seconds of body cam footage from the officers involved. We are going to show you a piece of it here. This is the moment when the officer first approached Hill's vehicle.
Okay, right there. We hear him saying, and I didn't screen record this. Oh well. We hear him say, "Don't knock on my window." Two things in that case. Number one, maybe It's an expensive car. We all know this. But Tyreek's saying, no, don't knock my window. But there's a better way you can handle that. So that's number one. The other thing is, too, is like, even in Miami, sorry, Republicans, if a black guy's driving that car and the police pulls you over and you were speeding and you already give him attitude, he's already going to feel a certain type of way. Because even though, quote unquote, he works for you, but you're arrogant and you're making all that money, and they're going to be upset. They're going to be upset. Not that it's justifying it. Not that it's justifying it.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Knock on my window like that, though.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to
He-
me.
Give me my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what
You can't have conflict. You can't be combative with the cop. You can, but there's other ways of doing it. But you have to realize, like some people who kind of look like me, and I'm not saying because that guy, he sounds Cuban. Some people that kind of look like me, yes, you have a chip on your shoulder, and we all do. But you do realize when you do certain stuff, consequences are going to happen. And they said that this guy is being reprimanded. But still, we can't act like crazy. Like I'm saying, still defund the police guy.
you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down.
Not listening to the cop.
Hey! Keep your window down.
Don't tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of
And right then, like Dave Chappelle's skit, and that's when it got real. When he kept knocking on it and said, "Keep my window down," and he told him, "Don't tell me what to do." You can do that. I always tell people, like, even in like the world I live in, it's like just from when I talk, I try to align two things that are kind of similar. So when I talk to people, they're like, "Hey, I want a vacation. Hey, I want time off. Hey, I want to come in when I want to." I'm all like, "Cool," but then they also say, "Hey, I want to get paid. I want a raise." You can't have both the same thing. If he's knocking under your window and he's telling you, keep your window down, and you don't keep your window down, and you tell him not what to do, of course it's going to escalate. And granted, it's a police officer's job to de-escalate, but I'm saying he's in Miami. He's like there are certain things in place that just kind of set this guy off, not justifying this guy. Still, Republicans not there yet. Still defund the police. I'll have to put I had to find some footage when I went to one BLM protest.
the car. Get out of the car.
Give me that. I'm gonna break that front window.
Get out of the car.
I'm finna get out.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Now that's this part right here
Is
is when it got wrong and when it got crazy. You know what I mean?
I'm getting arrested.
It was wrong and it got
I'm
crazy.
getting arrested, Drew.
And now he's afraid, but he should have realized that it could have escalated to
We
that.
tell you to do something, you do it.
I'm getting
You
out.
understand?
I'm getting out.
And like that's what he said. So he's upset.
You're a little confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
Alright, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do,
We
bro.
are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, hey.
Don't worry about it. I have him up the phone. You stop.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a
And as you
rewards
go,
credit card
that's me.
perfect for you.
That's
With
my
Amex, earn unlimited double miles
ads.
on everything you buy and get access to over 1,300
And they're gonna
airport
play all
lounges.
these ads while
Open
I'm
up
doing
a
this.
world of possibilities with Capital
Come
One.
on.
What's in your wallet?
All right. Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I can't tell you in your ears when we come here.
Bro, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Hey, Joe New, bro. Hey, call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew. Call Drew, bro. Call Drew. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew.
The Drew that Tyreek Hill is referring to as his agent, Drew Rosenhaus. Tyreek Hill was on.
I will say this though, and that's Greeny. He speaks a little bit more, and I'm gonna probably cut the video like that short there because this is getting long-winded. But a lot of stuff went wrong in there and in that video. Now I will say, and this is what I will say, and this is where the Republican side, I'm conservative, but the Republican side doesn't agree with. Because even when I got pulled over, my little thing going in there, it's like still a black dude, the whole 9 yards. We don't know. It's tough being a police officer. Not justifying any of this. Republicans still defund a police guy, $5 billion. That's New York. But we don't know what happened to him and how they feel already. There's a lot of racial profiling. That's where I was going. Republicans agree with that. There's a lot of people that look like me. They feel that I'm up to no good, and I understand that. But we can't. I mean, people can't cry over spoiled milk, and everyone hopefully don't necessarily say I'm a sellout, because your Republican side is not going to accept me, because I'm a BLM guy. I went to Occupy Wall Street. That's who I am. I'm really for the people who are working. I really feel that we're getting screwed. But in this case here, I look at Tyreek, and I'm looking at Tyreek. I'm like, yo, Tyreek, how he interacted with them. It does not believe that guy needs to die. But I think that's just a little bit of stuff that we're missing. That's what we're missing. And that's pretty much it. I'll end it there, and I'm gonna end up driving to work, and we're gonna finish it. This thing became longer than I actually thought it would be. It's crazy as I'm on my way to work. Yeah, and I don't even know what episode like that is, and I don't know how I'm going to basically tie them together. I probably won't. I just got to remember to actually, I guess, remember to hit screen record.
On CNN last night, he said that he rolled his window back up in that moment because of concern about drawing unwanted attention to himself.
And that's BS.
Before the video was released, the union that represents Miami-Dade police officers in a statement that Tyreek Hill was.
And I'm sorry to say, it looks like BS. To me, that looks like BS when he says that he was trying to avoid this or that. I would say there is some accountability on both sides. The police could de-escalate it, and Tyreek. I mean, brother, come on.
Quote, uncooperative. One officer has been placed on administrative duties while the investigation continues. Meanwhile, the Dolphins released a lengthy statement after the video was released. We'll read you portions of it here. They say, we are saddened by the overly aggressive and violent conduct directed towards Tyreek Hill, Calais Campbell, and Jonnu Smith by police officers before yesterday's game. It is both maddening and heartbreaking to watch the very people we trust to protect our community use such unnecessary force and hostility toward these players. Yet it is also a reminder that not every situation like this ends in peace, as we are grateful this one did. What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill is a question that will carry with resounding impact. We are proud to have a strong and positive relationship with the Miami-Dade Police Department and other law enforcement agencies, and recognize that the vast majority of officers do serve the community with the utmost character and desire to protect all citizens. They mentioned Calais Campbell and Jonnu Smith there.
All right, and I will cut it off right there. I keep saying I'm going to cut it off there. I will cut it off right there, because it's like he says, what if he was not Tyreek Hill? Also, what if he didn't react a certain way he did? Now, where it looks like I'm a hypocrite in it too, like when I got pulled over, we really don't know if everyone says that cop, but if you're looking at that video truthfully, you're seeing how he reacted, and I go back to how I reacted, and a lot of times, I feel that if we're just quiet, that's still not going to matter. But what he did, what Tyreek did not help. Who knows? They might throw away my black card, and they might kick me out of the Republican Club, which I never joined anyway. Remember, BLM, Occupy Wall Street, debunk the police. But yeah, that's all I have to say now. I mean, they're going to probably go back and forth, but I don't have time for that. I'm getting ready to go to work. We got a lot of stuff to do today. As they turn and as the world turns. And that's it. All right, peace.